Well, it's a beautiful day. It's been 2 weeks since we ripped the end off of the house there, and just waiting for people to get on site, and already run into some problems, as every project, right? But nothing is not overcomeable. Looking at a hole right here. So I have, in my house, we have a geothermal heat system here. And one of my concerns when we did our foundation for this front garage section that we're putting on the house here was that my pipes from the house come out of the house right here in the corner, and then they go over this direction, which is right underneath where we're going to be building. So, but I was able to dig down and locate them. I marked them here so that when my mason comes, they know where the lines are. They're right underneath that stake there. So that worked out really well. And some would say, well, if you have those pipes going down, there's 2 wells, 350 feet deep, they're going to be underneath the garage floor. Like, why would you do that? You don't have access to them. But the way that they work, though, is there's no way, if they ever break, to get them out. You have to dig new wells. So in a sense, it doesn't matter if they're covered up or not. So that's why we're doing it that, man. Well, beautiful day out here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I love this time of year. Absolutely love this time of year, you know. So it's gorgeous outside, except for when the backyard is demolition zone. So, but anyway, so one of the big things we ran into that now we're going to be working on is my septic system is right here. Rules around here, septic system has to be 10 feet away from your structure. And it's right here. And remember now, we're going to be extending the house from here straight towards us 50 feet, which goes back pretty far. And it's an old concrete tank. It was crumbling, some broken concrete lids, and this works with a leach field. So you can see down in there, we scraped up, there's a pipe going down, and then down at the end, down there, it breaks up, and we think it goes into 4 laterals. You see that? So those laterals here, there'll be one here, there'll be another one over to the left, and then there's 2 that way. And normally you can kind of see some rock down there, but that rock has all been infiltrated by dirt and whatever over the years. It was built in the 70s, and we were hoping to be able to, with our repair permit, move that tank over here the 50 feet that we need to get it, and then tap it into this leach field. But it's not going to go that way because the leach field is older. Doesn't seem to be working the best it can. Yeah, so we got a bigger problem. So our budget has increased about 200% for this project, unfortunately, which is not cheap to start. And now we're going to have to remove or not use this leach field, and we're going to have to pipe from the house all the way over here and put in a brand new septic system sand mound. So you'll see this hose running out. Had the guy here the other day, and they drilled some holes, and we're doing the water test for the leach field, so then they could design an appropriate mound for it right here. You'll see they dig 6 holes, they put water in them, then they measure how long it takes for that water to go down to the soil, and that'll determine how much we need to raise this up in order to have a proper leach field. Now, the one good thing, you know, always trying to find the positive, right? In these projects, you get going and you run into things. The one good thing is there's the house, and our septic system will be all the way down here, way away from the house, because part of the project, when we extend that house out 50 feet, right, is going to be a big covered deck about the same size as that living room that I added on. And it's going to be a walkout basement, so for future use, if we wanted to do something with that, it's all set. So this being way down here, we're not going to have any smells. There's no tanks right in the backyard. That was one of the suggestions they had made in the beginning, which would be a lot cheaper, a lot easier, is just to move the tank right where it is, and just move it towards the pond 10 feet, and it would be still in our backyard. And I just didn't like that idea. You know, if we're going to spend all this money to make something nice long term, might as well do it right. So anyways, so that's what we ended up, a little step in the process of this. And but once we get this done, this backyard will be level, and man, you know, just an amazing day. So anyways, guys, so that's your update, and we'll keep you posted. All right, hope you guys all have a great week ahead.